Hi, I'm Little Wu of the School of Enchantment. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have an online program, and it is a Magical Human 101 program. It is about finding your higher purpose, activating your sacred dream, and living your true self. I want to give you a little look, a little glimpse into what this group is going to be exploring in week one. And this is a 4-week program. So in week one, module one, we're going to look at the deep questions around mortality, what it means to be mortal and what it means to be human, and those deep questions of why am I here and what is my purpose. It's all tied to this feeling of, oh, I'm mortal and I will die. So I want to understand what my life's about while I'm here and feel truly alive. And this is understanding a map of how you self-protect, your survival mode, and your reaction instincts. How do you react when you feel threatened? You need to understand those more clearly in order to work through them. And we're going to look through your should stories in depth so that you can see how you have, you know, tried to make sense of this reality and ways that it worked and ways that it didn't. It's really important to map those. So that's what we do in week one, very existential week. In week two, we are going into the heart module, and this is about really understanding your intuition and your self-awareness. So going from just the existential questions of week one to, how do you become a self-aware and conscious human being? And what that involves is in a study of the choices that you make and the intuition that you've allowed to guide you and the instincts, as I mentioned before, but understanding the power of your choice, the power of self-awareness. And a part of that self-awareness is to be able to go deep into exploring what your core wounds are. And because if you don't know what your core wounds are, you won't understand what is causing you to constantly go back into survival mode. We'll go back to existential crisis if you don't know how to work with your core wounds and bring healing and bring love and understanding to them. So that's the focus of week two. Week three, we go into the mind space. We study the mind more clearly. We look at ways in which you can free your mind. So your self-sovereign means you're able to be independent in your thoughts and not be controlled by those should stories, not be controlled by other people, not be controlled by your own fears. And so this is the study of how you create with your thoughts and your intellect, and the act of creating with your mind is the act of seeing something or getting that idea and being able to move forward with a set of thoughts and emotions that we've already talked about, the emotions that sometimes drive us to react. Now they can be emotions that drive us to create. And so create in the spirit of your visions and dreams. So we learn how to raise our visions to the sacred dream level. And then we go on to week four, which is the initiation into your immortal self. So this is a study of immortality. How do humans achieve immortality? I know that it's actually a very hot topic in Silicon Valley because a lot of people are wanting to create technology that's going to give us immortality, but I'm offering a different kind of immortality. This is how you serve in your lifetime. This is how you become immortal, not some giant monument of a statue, but a giant monument of service. What are you here to serve, and how can you serve? We're going to look at those by understanding the principles you're willing to live by, the values that you are very conscious of, right? The mind space is super conscious of this. And now week four, this initiation, module 4 is about the principles and values that you're willing to step up, bring to the next level in your life. And this next level is about action, and action with a mind of creating legacy. Not as an act of narcissism, oh, look at my legacy, but legacy in terms of a legacy of love. You want to leave a legacy of love in this lifetime. And that is the gift of being truly connected to your sacred dream, allows you to leave a legacy. So that's week 4. And there's something here I'm calling a kindred spirit pass, because it's a word that I use a lot. Kindred spirit means someone that you feel really resonates with you, someone who is a potential friend, right? Because that word I love, because it means that it's someone you may not even know really well, but you just get this sense that you'll get along really well. And so I feel that way about humanity. I feel like humanity are kindred spirits, and that I can't wait to meet you and get to know you and spend time with you. And so what I'm inviting you to do is, if you want to take this course with me, I invite you to bring along a kindred spirit. It could be a family member, a friend, or a colleague, someone that you resonate with, that you feel will also resonate with these big questions and this deep work, and that can join you in this adventure together of learning, and that can join you in transforming together and being witness to each other and sharing those sacred stories. And because that kind of growth is more powerful when you do it together. So I'm going to gift you a kindred spirit pass if you join me in this program. This Magical Human 101 program is $297. Like I said, it's a 4-week online program. So the modules, like again, is module 1 is about your mortality. Module 2 is about your heart. Module 3 is about your mind. And module 4 is about, working through the topic of immortality, that sacred dream of living beyond this life. And this magical humans get to do that. They get to understand their mortality and their immortality. And with this program, I'm going to, give you a kindred spirit pass. I'm going to gift that to you as part of this package, this gift. And another gift is access to each other through Facebook. I'm going to moderate this group. I'm going to provide support regularly every day and kind of foster, the conversations, and respond to any questions you have during the week. So it's not just during the group coaching session each week that you get to ask questions, but you can also save your questions and post them on our private Facebook group. And so this moderated group is very powerful way to get closer to each other and to stay connected in between our sessions. Another thing that I've noticed is that when we're doing this deep work, that there's always this difficulty with how to make decisions and how to make space in your life for the things that really matter to you. And I call this how to say no with love and how to make decisions. And I have developed a really powerful step-by-step process that I taught in a masterclass before multiple times. And I've taught it at conferences and I've taught it in other programs. And I'm going to gift it to you to help you be able to make space for the sacred work, to be able to make space in your life for what's really meaningful to you. And so that's going to be part of what you're going to access when you're in this group with me. Another thing about making that space for what's important is a tool that I call a magical sabbatical. And it's a tool that I've been using for 20 years now that I use in a very specific way. And so I'm going to teach you how to use that tool and make sacred space in your life for what matters to you. And this is an online program, and I'm going to gift it to you as part of being in this kindred spirit group of Magical Humans 101. I also have noticed how some people have habits that feel heavy, that they want to change. And of course, a lot of this program is about changing not only your habits, but changing your worldview. But the habits that kind of nag you each day that you want to change, I want to help you with that as well. So I've created an enchanting guide for changing your habits and creating new ones. And I'm going to include that as a very simple step-by-step way to change some habits while you're working together with me. And you can carry that with you onwards in your life. It's very simple. I break it down and make it fun. And I have it in a printable guide for you as well. So I'm going to include that in this program. So all of these things, they all are going to be part of what's available to you as part of this sacred circle. But instead of having all these different things separated, I'm going to just gift it all to you throughout this program to ensure that you have the tools you need to have major transformation and actually have fun at the same time. So I'm very excited about this program. And Magical Human 101 is about having that chance to get the support you need in a way that is week to week. So, you're not alone. It's a live group coaching. You're not alone. You're going to be able to see me. You're going to see each other in this group session. And in this session, you'll also be able to ask questions and share your stories. That's a very big part of this program, sharing your sacred stories, hearing other people's sacred stories, being moved deeply by what each person is going through in this lifetime. And oh, I have a surprise, one more surprise. Bonus module number 5, that's coming in week 4. In the final week we are together, I'm going to gift you another group coaching session that's live. And it's going to be covering the 3 sacred arts of happiness. And these are things that I've been cultivating for the last 12 years and teaching in all my different programs. But I'm going to kind of bring them to a head here in bonus module 5 to let you know how to move forward. You know, after this program, there's this work that comes from the 3 sacred arts of happiness. And I want to leave you with that to move you forward in the rest of your life with a really clear next step and how to embody these sacred arts. And it's a very powerful 3 pillars that support all the work that we would have done in Magical Human 101. And so I'm going to guide you through that in week 4 in the bonus module 5. I'm going to invite you again to join me for deeper work in Magical Human 101. And if you're ready, there's a registration link. You can just click on it and get started. You're going to get a welcome email, and you'll find out how you can take part when the class begins. And if you have any questions, I am doing 20-minute dream time calls. And these calls are specifically to answer any questions you have about the Magical Human 101 program. And so talk for, answer your questions. And please, I want to take care of you and make sure you feel like this is the right fit for you. Okay, so thank you for your magical heart. I love you and send you lots of love from the Mermaid Pirate Lagoon. Mwah!